guild member. Went to the new guild hall. Had some discussions about what we were going to do, whether it be following after Quinn off to the east or going up to. I think there was other discussion about going back to the forest where we knew there was like another strange creature by like a pool of water. And what the hell? Oh, a talking cup gave us a quest to go clear a house out of nasty things. We were able to figure out by drinking water out of it, we will be teleported there. We got teleported there, began searching around a bit, got attacked by a couple of very large phase spiders, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and one is still out there in the ethereal plane somewhere, apparently. And then we heard creepy little kids singing fucking spooky nursery rhymes. And we are resting right now, waiting to get attacked by some mysterious Oni, apparently.
And just as in case, so the creature at the lake or water was a Gleistig. You guys did know that, so.
Oh yes, we did. I just forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
It was the thing that could like take people, like control people stuff, right?
Yes.
But yeah, I think we decided to do at least a short rest because Caden was paralyzed and we were trying to see what we could do to wake him back up. So we were going to take a few hours and like try to tend to him.
Yes. Which we will say that you guys have done. And I think you rolled hit die, didn't you?
We did roll hit die.
I did.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys rolled hit
Those
die?
who wanted to did.
Yeah, I rolled all my hit die. It's okay. We're gonna be done here soon anyway. I don't need hit die.
I only lost 4 hit points.
So yeah, you guys did come here at the behest of Tristan Harper, a wizard that went to school with Grix, but it wasn't specifically because I mean that's coincidental because it wasn't that he gave this quest to you all because he knew who you were. It just so happens that
he literally invited any adventurer or adventuring type person who happened to hear his magic cup.
Yeah, because Grix wasn't even there
Yeah.
at the time. So you did end up in the Ivy Mansion, which is what this is, which is where you are. And when you first walked in, you did see a talking painting of Tristan who sort of gave you a little. I mean, he didn't really say much other than that he said that if his enchantments work correctly, that one of you would have keys in your pocket, which turned out to be in Pebble's pockets. He also mentioned that there is a caretaker named Clatter who was walking around inside and would be able to provide any services or directions around the mansion. You have not seen this person. But he did say that he needed you to clean out the mansion and that you would receive your proper recompense for doing so. Also, you saw that the portrait that was there, that was talking to you, was on the wall, but like on the floor next to it was another painting that you got the idea that was probably where the painting of Tristan was previously, and that was of his uncle Siegfried, which I don't really remember again if I called him that, but that's his name now. So you did fight some spiders and they're now recovering, so that is where you guys are at the moment, and you can just decide what you'd like to do next.
So he's back awake now then?
Yes. And you close the doors and lock them.
We could go home.
Stuck in this room.
Or we can open more doors because I have more keys.
Yes, or we could do that, Pebble. But I don't know if we want to find any more of these spiders.
Well, while we're here, we may as well continue. If things get too out of hand, we can always leave.
Doesn't look good for us to leave after just showing up, facing a few arachnids.
Do we even know how to leave?
No. If we walk out the door, we honestly don't know where we would be.
Oh, also, as a side note, in addition to hearing those images or hearing those nurture rooms, you saw an image of the Oni with a hatchet in his hand and a kid on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Grick saw that. I don't think anybody else did.
No one else did.
Everyone looked at me like I was crazy.
You are crazy.
You did search the room and didn't discover anything of particular.
Grix is going to kind of dust himself off, stand up, and just say, well, either way, we can't just stay in here, whether it be we're going to leave or continue on. We should at least keep moving.
Okay, show me the door.
There are 3 doors in the room. There's the one that is behind Caden. There's the one that was behind Verlin, which is where you came in, and then there's a door down here as well.
Let's go to this one.
Sounds good to me.
This door actually does not appear to be locked, so you don't even need to use your keys.
Pebbles sighs in disappointment. Are these a lot of doors?
On the left-hand side are windows. There is a door right here. There is a door right there. There is a door at the bottom, and then there's a door over here.
Is that a window?
That's also a door.
Okay. Which way, Pebble?
There's so many doors. This one. Is this a door?
This is the door.
Okay. This one.
The door is locked. Your keys do not open it.
Pebble tries to punch it.
The door rattles a little bit.
Can I investigate it, see if there's anything strange to it? Any traps or otherwise?
Yep. It looks like a very, very sturdy door. It doesn't appear to be trapped or anything. It does appear to have a somewhat complicated lock on it, though I would say it doesn't appear to be... It looks mechanical from your tinkering ability. Just looks difficult.
Grix will back up and just, well, it seems to just be a lock. No traps or anything. If anyone feels like they could push their way through.
Well, the message did say we would find keys in here, so maybe we should explore to find them.
Okay.
Pebble has the keys, I thought.
I don't have, I guess not all the keys. Maybe there's more keys. Is it like a treasure hunt and find more keys?
I believe that's what you said last week, wasn't it? So she has a set of keys. There are also some other keys and a gold key to find.
There are. She has a pair of keys. There's a brass key and a silver key. But there is also doors that those keys do not unlock. So whether or not you can find another door or another set of keys is up to you. But
right, and it was like one set she has was supposed to open most everything, and the other one we were told, I don't know what it opens.
Correct.
I opened this door next to me.
And the doors that you the doors so far that you've been unlocking are unlocking with the brass key and not the silver key.
Wow.
window, I think.
Nice little parlor.
Grix is going to just get down, hands and knees, crawling around under tables, looking up under the rug, looking for anything strange.
So I will say this, because this would be a thing that you would I suppose possibly be able to see. So it is, you can, when you're trying to look out the window, you can see that it is nighttime, so it is very, very dark outside. But you would get just by process of elimination, given the fact that you are looking at a window right there that appears to go outside, you would assume that the door that you couldn't open probably goes outside.
Yeah, I just want to do a quick search of this room, just see anything.
It seems very dusty. It doesn't look like this room has been used in quite some time.
Okay.
And I'll say that on the left, all those windows, if you look, they also appear to be there's like a pathway that's like, because it's very, very dark and there's no light out there. So it looks like there's almost like a sidewalk or something right outside the windows. That big row of windows. That's all that you can really tell.
Does it look like some kind of like courtyard or anything?
Possibly. Again, because it's dark and there aren't light outside and this light inside, it's sort of hard to to see much. But there's a door. So there are two additional doors. So there's one up by Verlin, and there's one at the bottom of the. Well, there's two. I'm sorry. There's another one. So there's one where Pebble's standing, and there's one at the bottom where Pebble's standing as well. Yep, that's a door, and that's a door, and that's a door.
Let's do Verlin door first.
Hear that, Verlin? You have your own door.
Aren't I special?
And Matt, real quick, we haven't been in this place for a full hour yet, or 8 hours yet, right?
No.
Okay, so my mage armor would still be up then.
So, this door is locked. However, like a door that you would expect, you are on the inside, so there's a lock, but the lock is on the inside. So you could it's like a deadbolt. Basically, you just unlock it without a key.
I'll unlock it without the key.
And you all are going to be able to see better than you actually should out here. You are outside. It is a courtyard, but it is very dark. I'm letting you all see because it's just not worth dealing with the darkness and a bunch of humans and all that.
Yeah, Verlin. Stinking human.
Yeah, who has night vision? Suck it.
Only sometimes.
Grix is going to kind of look around at everyone and just say, most of these doors will probably be locked from the other sides.
Well, the one to the north probably leads back into the dining room. The one to the west probably back to where we were.
That would make sense based on the layout.
Can I look in the well?
You can. You can all do an investigation check if you'd like.
Pebble is great at that.
Oh, I did terrible.
I do not have any sort of dark
Pebble is
vision,
great at that.
so I will abstain.
You can assist.
So, we'll start with you, Verlin. The well actually appears to be in pretty good shape. It's not some creepy The Ring type of well. It looks like if you pull up the bucket, the water appears to be clean.
Any keys hidden in the bucket?
No.
Well, shit.
I like where your head's at, though. Is this a sword on the ground?
It is not a sword. It is actually a telescope on a tripod.
Ah.
It does look kind of like a sword, but it is a telescope on a tripod.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was like something to do with the Oni. I'll look through it. Where's it currently pointed?
Well, with the investigation, you can see that there is a telescope, obviously, around the telescope. There is which I probably could have put on the map, but didn't. You can see that there is a circle of sort of arcane markings. And then on the wall behind you, above that bench, you can see that there are like star charts and like sort of strange looking maps.
I want to peer through the telescope.
Give me 1 second. I want to double check on this before I.
Yeah, so considering I didn't take the short rest, my sword hasn't gone out yet, so I'm walking around with a flaming sword.
Nice.
Oh, good.
It might not
Rowan's near you then.
Might not be a light cantrip, but it's still a flaming sword.
So, you look through the telescope, and you see what's very strange about this is that you if you look up into the sky without the telescope, it is sort of a dark, overcast evening, so you don't really see stars or anything. But when you look through the telescope, you see what you can only assume might be like the surface of the moon. And you can see a sort of almost like a building of some kind that's covered that has like a magical dome over it. And you can see, looking a little bit closer, that the dome, or within the dome, there are there's like plant life surrounding the house around this. And again, it looks like you're looking at a barren moonscape, essentially. And you can see that there are words that are actually like drawn into the surface of this moon, that says, "To my dearest nephew Tristan, by now you have inherited Ivy Manor. I have retired to the moon to escape the cares of the material world, but you can access my share of the family fortune by standing in the arcane circle and speaking the words Lunus Extus. I hope you enjoy your inheritance. Sincerely, Siegfried Harper."
I will stand in the circle and recite those words.
You're not going to tell anybody about this yet? You're just going to do it?
Yeah, I'm just going to do it real quick.
All right.
It teleported to the surface of the moon. See you later, guys.
So, give me 1 second. As this happens, Caden disappears, and another man appears.
Oh, good. My vision's black.
Yes, because you're on the moon. So do a perception check real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Ferlin?
So Caden, separately, you sort of realize that what you were looking at was, first and foremost, what you read was, you assume a deception of some kind, because you do appear to be in this sort of domed area. But as you're here, you sort of understand that you're probably not on the moon. You're probably just in a sort of like a pocket dimension, because you have actually, when you met the Seeker, you guys are kind of have a little bit of familiarity with this type of thing. So it's all just sort of a magical trick, essentially. So you're not actually on the moon inside of a dome. You're just in a sort of separate plane of existence, but you are So you find yourself in this sort of like domed area, and there is a very nice little hut and some vegetation, but there is no way that you can see to return.
Okay, I will just sit down and wait a moment.
Yeah, so if you have anything to do with your dog or anything.
Nah, he's asleep on the floor now.
All right. So for everybody else, a older gentleman, human, that's sort of clad in sort of eccentric robes, materializes within the arcane circle. And you can see that he's sipping some tea and has a book in his hand, and he sort of like drops the tea, and the glass sort of like falls and breaks on the ground. And he's like, "How did? Oh!" And then he's just sort of like kind of like scratching his head, like not really understanding where he is or how he got here.
Pebble immediately pulls out her short sword and is like, "Where did you put Caden?"
Well, that damn Tristan. It seems he's decided to do away with me. He sort of looks around and recognizes where he is.
We're here to clear out the building.
Of like monster stuff. We killed a spider.
Does he look like the guy in the painting from earlier?
Yeah, this does appear to be Siegfried. And then he's sort of looking around, and then he's like, "Did someone stand in this circle?"
I believe our friend was over there looking at your telescope.
Oh dear. He sort of quickly runs over to the telescope, and you can see that he takes the lens essentially on the. You can see that he starts like unscrewing the top of it, and you see as he pulls it out, it's this really thick piece of glass. Looks quite heavy actually, and then he pulls that out, and then you can see that he just starts. He pulls out this little like handkerchief, and he starts just trying like kind of like spitting on it, and then just trying to rub the magic circle out.
Good sir, I do believe we're going to need that.
Well, actually, you won't. If we don't hurry, your friend will suffocate. And Caden, as you notice as you've been standing there, you see that the dome has slowly started to shrink. And for everybody else, Siegfried explains that if he's not there, the magic that he used to keep himself from suffocating will be slowly losing its power.
Do we trust him?
Why did you dangle this carrot in front of me?
Do you need us to break it in some way?
No, it'll be just a moment, and
he needs to send himself back.
No, I don't need to send myself back. I just need to bring him back. And you can see that as he's done clearing off the arcane circle, he just kind of pockets the glass that he pulled off the end of the telescope, and then he just starts doing a small sort of enchantment.
Do I recognize any of this at all?
You do not. You've never seen anything like this before.
All right. Well, can I insight him to make sure I believe that what he's doing is
trying
to
me
bring him
too.
Yeah. Caden, you're gonna die because they don't believe this guy.
Well, we'll see.
So I mean, Grix, you're not really sure. Rowan, I mean, he seems like at the very least urgent, and to get this done. I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to stop him from doing it.
Maybe you just need like air holes in the circle, in the sphere.
We should give him the time to attempt what he's doing. If Caden doesn't come back, then well, we'll deal with that when it happens.
So yeah, he continues this for. It doesn't take him very long, maybe 10-15 seconds to do this, and Caden reappears. And it was getting close for you, Caden. I mean, like the dome had shrunk to just about your height.
Well, I won't be doing that again.
Sir, you said that Tristan was trying to do away with you?
Yes, it seems he was very interested in acquiring this place and didn't want to wait for me to die of natural causes.
Well, that's certainly interesting. From what we had heard, you already had. Pleasure to learn otherwise, though.
Yeah. He still looks a little bit confused.
Did you did he send you away and trap you so he could take the house, or was that your own doing?
And he sort of like kind of looks up a little bit, and I don't remember.
This is so weird.
Perhaps you can explain how it is that you came out when our companion there went in.
Well, I am familiar with this particular contraption. It was one of my creations. Not surprising that Tristan would use it to keep an eye on me. However, I do know that this place is not exactly the safest, so I assume that he hired all of you to clear it out for him.
That
Yes.
seems to be the case.
Do you know how long you have been gone?
What day is it?
I tell him the day.
Well, I suppose maybe even more importantly, what year is it? You telling me here, because I don't even know the year. Well, it seems I've been gone for maybe 5 years.
That's a long time to be in a bubble.
I can certainly see why people would think you dead.
Did you just drink tea and read books in the bubble? Wouldn't that be boring after a while?
No, actually, it's quite interesting. And he sort of like remembers that he had a book in his hand when you say that. And he sort of like looks at it and hands it to you, Griggs, and goes, "Here, you might find it interesting."
I'll skim through it like extremely fast and then put it in my bag.
If you'd like to make a note of it, I will put it. Just looking at it quickly, it does appear to be. It doesn't like just flipping through it. I mean, you don't necessarily think that you're gonna like. It's not a spell book, so you're not gonna get any spells or anything out of it. But the cover has like these copper plates and sort of tiny rubies on them. I mean, it's valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The book itself, whether or not you would learn anything from it, but is you're not sure, but it's an expensive book.
Well, after he hands it to me, I'm gonna kind of look at him and just say, but before you left, did you spend a lot of time in the manor?
No, yes, this was my home for many years.
Do you know? Was it always? I don't know if haunted is the correct word, but something seems to be here.
Oh, there are a few constructs about the place that I created, but I don't really know.
Not constructs. Something much. It seems at least more sinister. And I'll explain to him the vision I saw on the table in the other room.
Well, that's certainly not something that happened while I was here, but seems like something that we should do something about.
Can I really like investigate him and make sure. Like, I want because Grix, we've heard Oni, so Grix knows that they are supposed to be ogres and stuff. So can I like just make sure he's not in like an illusion or something right now?
I mean, you could detect magic, I suppose.
Yeah, I will actually look at Pebble and I'll say, Pebble, do you sense any magic coming off of him?
Oh, let me see. Let me see. Pebble just runs around the group.
Rowan is going to just give Grix the side eye and be like, "So she was serious that that's what that is."
Oh yes, it's very helpful.
How much information does it actually give?
Well, from what I've seen, just depending on the type of magic she's able to sense, she may turn different colors.
Huh. That's a shame. I was hoping for a bit more detail. Maybe we could use it to help clear this place out faster. Still, better than nothing, I suppose. Interesting little trait.
Let me double check something. I guess she would be glowing whatever color evocation is.
Evocation is yellow.
So I mean, basically, it says you can cast a detect magic spell without. So I mean, if he has a wand that appears to be magical, but he himself, like you don't sense like illusion magic. Like it doesn't look like he's hiding him, changing his appearance.
So that Grix will kind of look and just, we do still have a job. Would you mind showing us around so we could perhaps clear all the nastiness out of your home?
I mean, regardless of how accurate your claims are, it's a win-win. Either we help you clear out your own mansion to take it back, or we clean it out for the person who already hired us.
Well, I am not much use as far as combat is concerned.
Nonsense. A man of your caliber, I'm certain you have a trick or two up your sleeve.
I was more thinking, you probably know how to get around here, and if there are any hidden passages or something of that sort where things may be hiding.
And I've got 2 keys.
Oh, okay. Well, and he sort of like reaches into his pouch and says, "Well, and he kind of looks at the key that you have and kind of like compares it to the one that he has. Well, I think this might be the same key that you have, but you're welcome to this one as well."
Thank you. She immediately grabs it, adds it to the key pile, keychain.
Yeah, it's like a ring, so you could probably fit that one on there.
Yep, she would do that.
And then he, you can see that he sort of like puts his hand up in the air and he snaps his finger, and you can see a little spark of magic comes off of it, and then you can see that from the south there, the door opens up and a construct. It looks like you may have seen it before. I mean, it's animated armor, but it's not menacing, so it is just like sort of slowly walking up.
As soon as that happens, Grix is going to look at him like, is that the clatter that was mentioned, or is something bad?
Oh well, have you met Clatter?
Heard the name from getting a job from your nephew.
Well, yes, that's him. Again, if it's all the same to you, I'm not an adventurer, and I would prefer not to be involved in any sort of danger. But Clatter can show you around and take you wherever you need to go. I'll stay
Clatter,
right here.
take us to all the bad stuff.
Grix is gonna just point to this door right here and just say, We came from in there last. There were spiders in one of the smokestacks, but we think it's cleared out. You should be safe in there. But that is where I saw the image of and he just kind of trails off like a little bit scared.
Also, one of the spiders escaped. We don't know where it went.
It would probably be best if you stayed with us, good sir, at least for the time being.
Well, I think I can probably keep myself a little bit safer than following you around. And he again looks at you, Grigson, and says, "I'm sure you're familiar with the tiny hut spell. I can keep myself safe within there."
Grix he'll nod and just well then you just keep an eye for us, or we can always have and I'll just point to the construct and just say him get you when we've completed our task.
Well, that seems fair. Just so you know, he doesn't talk or anything, but he again knows the layout of the mansion and can take you where you need to go. And
Grix is gonna kind of look to Cade, well, all these three, because Pebbles looks kind of busy walking around inspecting. He's gonna look and just say, I wonder if he's been around or active the entire time and maybe knows where some of these things are.
It's worth a shot.
And he says, "Oh, and also, if you do happen to come across anything that might be dangerous, Clatter is not designed for combat, and he will probably run away. But
Does he come back if we call him?
if he hears you, yes."
Okay, we'll scream really loud.
But if you'd like, he can take you to. He can open any doors, and he should be able to. If you'd like to investigate, I assume that Tristan has offered you some kind of reward, but in place of that, since, to be fair, I have no real need of this place anymore, and he seems hell-bent on getting it. If you find anything within the mansion, feel free to keep it. In fact, you might also be interested in this. And he takes the lens. It's like tempered glass that he took off the end of the telescope, and because Caden, you're standing next to him, he just sort of like hands it to you.
Thanks. What does it do?
Aside from trapping clerics, of course.
Give me a second. I misplaced my notes about what it does.
I raise it over my head and shout, "By the power of Grayskull!"
Oh, dang it. Where did I put this? Of course, I just had it when I took it off. That's why I was making a point to, like, him getting it off so that I would, like, be able to see you.
Yeah, but that's always the way, though.
If I was better at making notes, this wouldn't be a problem.
You can teleport to a tiny pocket dimension that's already collapsed and suffocate.
Hey, it would be good to capture enemies in.
Yeah, I'll just have to get him to hold it and speak the magic words.
Open sesame.
So yeah, it's a very thick piece of glass, and if you hold it up and look through it, it will allow you to see. It's hard to describe how this would work. so within your general vicinity, this isn't anything like in the world. It allows you to basically see anything without having line of sight, but it's still within your sort of general purview. So essentially, you could like hide behind, like, let's just say that you're in a dungeon, right? And you could hide behind a pillar, and then you could hold up the glass, and then you could basically see through the pillar to like to a specific thing. Like you could say, like, I want to, like, if you're standing where you are and you were like, you know what, I would like to be able to see this tree while hiding behind Siegfried. You would be able to hold up, like, hide behind Siegfried, hold up the glass, and you would be able to see the tree. It's not like you're able to, like, pick some place in the world and be like, I would like to see this, and then hold up the glass. It's kind of like I guess for lack of a better term, it's kind of like an X-ray vision glass where you can kind of like see through objects, but it really doesn't extend your own vision.
Yeah, so I guess what I want to know is, can I use it to see through the walls of this house and see like on the other side, or does it only allow me to see specific objects?
Yeah, you have to basically choose what you would like to see. So you have to. So
Okay, so
if you knew what was on the other side of the wall, then you would be able to do so. So again, it's kind of like that thing where if you saw an enemy, you could hide behind a thing and say, I would like to see this enemy from my hidden position, and it would allow you to do so. So it is a magical item, so you do have to like sort of like think about what you would like to look at through it. So yeah, it doesn't let you just look through
Okay.
a wall if you don't know what's on the other side. But if you did
Do I
know what
need
was on the
to
other side,
attune
you
to
could
it?
do so. Do what? Do you need to
You
tune to it?
attune
No.
to it?
No.
Okay. Okay, so I guess mechanically it just allows me to ignore line of sight.
Basically,
for
yeah.
like
For all
spell.
intents and purposes, that's it. Yeah. So that is so
Okay.
yeah. It might even be good for Grix in that regard. So if you have a spell that says you have to be able to any creature that you can see, you like, so for example, if you wanted to heal Grix but you can't see him, but you know where he is, you could be like, all right, I'll pull out this thing, and then you could cast a spell because you could technically see him. There aren't too many spells that require that, but if it did, that's what this thing would allow you to
I mean, it'd be pretty cool to go with that. I could look through anywhere in a mile and then see it again for free.
do. Well, it's the thing. So it's still within your actual range of vision.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So it doesn't extend your vision. It doesn't let you see further.
It's just we could see through certain objects if we know what's on the other side.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, like, for lack of a better term, it means that you can see things without line of sight, but it's still within your general purview. It's kind of a hard thing to describe because it's not a particularly powerful magical item, but
It's very easy to understand, but very hard to explain.
there you go.
Mhm.
I got
But it's just it's part of this other contraption. So you're basically only getting a part of this.
Don't worry, we'll find ways to break it.
Yeah.
We'll get a next party member
Nice
will be
little
an
toy for espionage.
yeah, an arcane archer with what is it, that sharpshooting feat that lets him shoot 400 meters.
So yeah, you now have Clatter to show you around.
Thank you for your help.
I'm gonna walk up to Pebble and kind of look at her and just you should ask if it could show us where any unwanted guests are or unwanted creatures.
Clatter, take us to unwanted creatures.
Looks at Grix.
He looks at all of you now.
Clever warning there, Grex.
So he just starts. He doesn't. Again, he can't talk, so he just starts walking.
Pebble gets
Um,
very excited and just runs.
This is gonna be difficult for me because I gotta like switch between layers. So he walks into the hallway.
After you, good sir.
And he opens up this door and then kind of just backs up a little bit.
Thank you, Clatter.
He doesn't. He's a construct. He doesn't. He doesn't acknowledge or anything. So.
All right. How long does Pebble's magic detection last?
As long as a detect magic spell.
About 10 minutes.
I want to look up at the ceiling.
All right. There, you do not see any spiders. If that's what you're.
Well, just anything. It could be a blob.
You do. It's a very nice ceiling, but you don't notice anything.
Can I investigate around? I'm assuming we asked him to bring us to something specific. I'm assuming something's in here. So for any sort of hidden latches or anything like that.
Could I assist?
Go ahead.
Pebble started glowing a different color.
I'm not really sure if how this would. Give me. I have a rules that a rules question I'm gonna Google here.
We could just set the whole room on fire and walk out.
Someone really doesn't want to come across spiders again.
No, it's not just spiders. It's anything that pops out of this room. For all we know, something's gonna come out of the floor and attack your feet. Rats or anything like that.
This is one big carpet or rug of smothering, whatever the hell it's called.
The whole thing just rolls up. All the furniture flies everywhere in the car. All right, so let me just first go with like the investigation. So you can see that it does appear to be kind of like a office / sitting room. There is a large sort of like tapestry over the table there, or the desk back here that says "Home Sweet Home." Searching through underneath the desk, you find a platinum brooch that is set with tiny sapphires. It is very well made, probably worth a decent amount of money. In the drawers of the desk, you find 37 gold pieces if you'd like to take it.
I'll hand the brooch to Verlin and just hand it to him and continue on searching stuff.
Remind, or we might put that in something because he's BRB, so he didn't hear.
Oh, all right. I forgot. So it was a platinum brooch with
tiny
sapphires?
Yep. The investigation doesn't really provide any other like loot or anything like that, but considering where Verlin is standing, as he gets closer, the unwanted guest appears to be the couch, and it appears to be a mimic. So everybody roll initiative.
Yay!
Oh, please kill him with a couch before he gets back.
That would be great.
It folds up and noms. I told you we should have just burned the room.
And that was my rules question. Detect magic does not determine or does not spot mimics
It
because
does not.
their shape-shifting ability is not considered magical.
Did you just mimic a couch to me?
Yes. Also, you have a brooch.
Yeah, I handed you a platinum brooch with tiny sapphires. That looked for like it was worth money.
here.
I knew it. I knew there was something in here.
You specifically asked for something. Unwanted guests. But you're first, Caden.
I will cast Toll the Dead. I don't know if mimics are very wise.
They're more wise than they are intelligent. But I rolled a natural 1, so
Okay. Hold on. Is the mimic missing any health?
no.
At most, it has a chipped tooth, but no health loss.
12 damage.
All right. Grix, you see the couch open up its mouth and appear in front of you.
I'm going to crawl back underneath the table a little bit, which I hope is not another mimic, and magic missile it at level 1, so it'll be 3d4 plus 3 for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will take one of the chairs and hide it in front of me like I'm a 2-year-old trying to play hide and seek.
Pebble.
Pebble will rage. No!
Oh.
Pebble will explode.
Oh no.
What the?
Ow, she hits
No.
everything in this room, though. is the
You
thing.
unleash an explosion in a 20-foot radius centered on yourself.
That's
Yeah.
Everything.
Creatures in the area, including you, must make a dexterity saving throw.
Do I have advantage for being under a desk?
You do not.
No.
And you roll a number of d10s equal to your rage damage.
What's the DC for your stuff?
14.
Oh, great.
Me and Caden take half damage. So,
And it is fire damage.
So is that 3 or 4 we take?
7 goes down to 3.
Haha, take that, mimic.
Oh yeah,
Did the mimic even get hit? Is he within 20?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
Okay, good.
I actually forgot to roll for him. Let me see.
And the room is on fire.
All rooms within 20.
It also failed.
If it spreads around corners, it hits our construct friend too.
It does
Oh.
not.
That would be sad.
He got hit
Well,
with
with
fire
it-
and ran off.
All right, so the mimic also is hit, and it's still your turn. You did
Yep.
damage, but you haven't done
Yep.
anything yet.
God damn it, Pebble.
Ah.
Now is not the time.
Yeah, it is the time for fighting.
Yeah, both of those hit. So you hack at it, taking quite a bit of damage.
She just yells and cheers.
And you can see that the mimic. I mean, obviously it doesn't speak or anything like that, but you can tell that it's not enjoying this. it wants to go back to being a couch. Rowan, it is your turn.
Pebble ran up after exploding. Rowan's going to back away. Then it will be a bonus action casting of Hex on the Mimic. And let's fire off good old-fashioned Eldritch Blast.
10 doesn't hit.
2 hits.
23 does.
And that would be 9 force damage plus. Where is my. There it is.
Alrighty. 13.
Nice.
So,
Pretty good for a
I don't
warlock.
ever played a warlock. Is Hex like damaged once per turn, or if you hit both of those, would
Per
it have done
hit.
for both? Oh,
hit.
shit. Okay.
it's only a d6, but when you shoot 4 shots around, like,
Mhm.
that's nice. That'll be my turn.
By the
Verlin.
way, as an aside, how many times can Pebble rage in a day? I'm just wondering.
4.
Plus, we have. So it's your wild surge. But then you also have your mild surge,
Yep.
which I think is a good.
That's actually a really good name for it.
Yes, the mild surge.
I like that.
Well, luckily, my sword was already on fire, and the fireball just helped. So I shall attempt to...
You're probably gonna kill it. I'll be honest.
Yes, the not horse is going to attempt to not
As long
kick it.
as long as you hit it, it's probably dead, and it didn't even get to go. Yeah, it's dead.
The entire party said mimics. Nope. 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 Nope.
Yeah, so you don't need to do anything else because it's dead. It only had
I'm-
8. It only had
I'm
8 hit points left.
Pretty sure the last time we fought a mimic in one of Matt's games, I think I catapulted it into something else and killed it.
Yes, it was like a pan or something in a kitchen.
Yeah.
Or was it a table?
Something like that.
Oh, you catapulted the pan into the table?
Yeah, it was something like that, but I just remember catapult in a mimic.
Yeah.
I just think
So-
it's funny. Like in my head, I see us all like searching this room, and then all of a sudden, like something jumps out, and we all scream and hit it real quick.
You like, you get scared. You like, see a spider. You're like, oh shit! And you like start like you're like slapping your hands at it. It's like that's basically what
there-
everybody did. The couch turned
There
into
was
a
an
mimic, and everybody's like,
explosion in
oh.
the corner.
I just
Uh,
love how Pebble did the most damage here to everybody.
the mimic didn't attack a single time.
Grix crawls out from underneath the desk with like half an eyebrow.
Whoops.
And you can see Clatter comes to the door. Sort of stands there.
Did we beat all the bad things? Is there another one we should find?
If there was, you probably killed it too.
Yeah, he can't respond.
Pats down a smoldering shoulders, just like
Actually,
that
but
girl is a
he
menace.
he can nod and shake its head in response to simple questions.
Maybe for the next couple of rooms, I should go in first, considering Pebble blowing up doesn't really affect me too much.
No, I say we send her in, and we all wait outside until the explosions stop.
I don't explode every time.
She only explodes when she's stood right next to Grix.
Grix looks at you kind of pissed off, but he nods at the same time.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
No, not at all. But it's like one of those things that's so true when you bring it up, someone gets mad about it.
Clatter, can you take us to the next room with some unwanted guests?
It actually shakes its head in the negative. It cannot.
Is there no more?
He nods that there is, but he can't take you there.
Can you
Can't-
show us close to it?
And he starts walking
Yeah.
this way.
I'll be right behind Pebble.
Grix will be 25 feet behind Pebble.
That sounds
He's
fair.
learned the radius. So he opens this door and then kind of backs over to the side.
Ooh. This one has a carpet that looks like a funny circle.
Not standing
great.
in that.
But Grix will like this room because it's a library.
And
Mm.
Okay.
Caden.
I recite the words from before. No, I don't.
Lunas Extus. Yeah. No.
All right. If Verlin will help, I'm gonna start searching around for everything.
Yeah, I'll assist.
Pebble's still
Oh
glowing.
my god.
Should I just roll for myself?
Go for it, man. I'm awful.
I was going to search around on my own.
Yeah, you guys are. That's fine.
Grix is too enamored by the books.
So yeah, you do find a wide variety of books on different topics. There are a compendium of mechanics. There's Confessions of an Assassin. There's The Care and Feeding of Hydras. signs, sigils, and secrets.
Ooh, the Hydra book sounds fun.
Yeah, so you're saying that we can get a pet Hydra and keep it at the guild hall?
I mean, there's the care and feeding of hydras. If you'd like to take that book, you can mark it
I
down.
would certainly like that because it'll go towards writing a new book for myself.
There you go. The care and feeding of hydras.
Well,
There is a book on the reading desk here down at the bottom that appears to be open. That is Planes Within Planes, and it details information about celestial bodies, like comets, the sun, and the moon.
Considering I just found myself in a plane within a plane, I will take this book.
You are now transported.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll include within your 18 investigation that you, as you pick it up, because the book is open, you can see that there are several crude markings, and what would normally be sections pertaining to the phases of the moon and the moon's orbit are sort of now covered in blotted ink, as if someone was writing in a different language. It was like sort of creating or correcting errors in the book.
That's interesting.
I don't think any of you would recognize the writing.
Is it half?
mind if I look?
It's not halfling, no.
Sure.
Rowan will take the time with the book, grab it, kind of start like pacing around the room with it, trying to read it, and Rich will cast Comprehend Languages.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know a language none of the others speak, but I don't think it's going to help in this case.
I'm pretty sure none of you speak this language.
I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know 7 languages.
I don't think this is one of them.
Do.
Not that it matters because you're casting goddamn languages, but actually you do speak this language, Riggs. It is celestial.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, since that is not something I did, you said there was a book on mechanics.
A compendium of mechanics. Yes.
I would like to take that because I'm going to attempt to figure out better working of locks, so that way I may be able to break into places that we can't get into otherwise.
All right. So. And so, looking at the corrections that have been made in Celestial, you can see that there's various haggard-looking sort of scrawls that under some of the writing says heresy or the new plane rules the night.
If I didn't know better, I'd say these were the scrawlings of a madman.
You also find another book that appears to be a journal that's full of notes. Most of them seem to be referencing the glass the glass object that Caden has now, sort of describing its use within this telescope. And then, so I mean, it's not anything particularly interesting. It's just basically just the description of the creation of how to make this telescope work.
And that was the handwritten sections as well.
That's actually that's a separate book. That's a separate book, a journal. Within all that you really saw in the book about the planes within planes was the sort of like the scribbling of the madman, the heresy, and the new plane rules the night, written in Celestial. There is one final thing that Grix would be quite interested in, is that he finds one of Siegfried's spell books.
Yeah, definitely very interested.
You're welcome.
Tell me, any of you folks, a new plane rules the night? Ring any bells?
Can I roll history or religion?
Nope.
You can. Anyone can do a straight intelligence check if you'd like.
I'm gonna do one for
Sure.
fun.
I'll give it a go.
I'm reading
God,
it
I hope Pebble. Yeah,
anyway.
I hope Pebble because there's no way you would know this. But I really want to
Straight intelligence should be. Will it do it? Does.
But even for Pebble, so what you would kind of gather, it's not anything that you would like specifically. It's just you're all kind of putting puzzle pieces together, and the different planes and the mention of the night and stuff. You feel like, well, you already heard all about different planes, and the nursery rhyme about the Oni was talking about how the Oni rules the night. So you put those pieces together, where you've already seen phase spiders going into different planes of existence. You know that Onis can actually go to different planes, and so yeah, that's what your straight intelligence checks. Everybody but Caden and Rowan.
Would we be able to make the connection of through that book and it's talking of planes that we could summon the Oni? Question mark?
We could just set the room on fire.
Probably not. But I would say that with like the 22, given the words that are written and given what you found, that you would assume that the Oni is probably the one who wrote that in the book. Also, that's what's in the spell book.
Oh hell yeah!
It's our favourite spell, knock.
My literal favorite spell is on there though, and it's Dimension Door.
That's a good spell.
Pretty
Although
solid.
it's not
choice.
going to be great for me because the only person I can take is Pebble because I'm small.
Can I investigate this statue to see if it's a construct or anything?
They you don't need to investigate. They do it's just for decoration, basically holding up the bookshelves.
So I'm wondering if there's anything here, or if the construct brought us here for the book. He might mean that we need to go to the different plane to finish removing the unwanted guests.
That would explain why he said he couldn't take us there.
Real quick, Matt, can I roll some sort of check to see how much I know about Onis, like their habits, or like maybe like are they like prideful or anything like that?
Not really sure what best. I guess you could do a history check.
Could I assist him? Does it matter?
Well, to me, what it was saying in that book about like, and especially since we now think the Oni wrote it, if he is correcting books because he wants himself to be mentioned in them, perhaps if we went around desecrating or destroying the stuff that he's done, he might come and look for us.
There certainly was a large enough fireplace for it if we want to.
I can rip up a book.
Throw it here. Do you throw it?
Oh, yes.
I cut it with a flaming sword.
I could have ripped up the book.
No, nothing seems to happen.
Well,
Maybe the weird rug has something to do with it.
I would say one of the things that, like, as far as like your knowledge of Onis, and obviously that it's somewhat, so within the nursery rhymes, they are, sort of known to haunt the nightmares of children, and they are uh, always trying to eat things, particularly human babies. They I think the thing that would probably be of most interest to you is that the Oni do have a habit of joining forces with others, and they will serve a master if doing so proves lucrative or provides them with a luxurious, well-defended home. They also covet magic and will often work for wizards or hags in exchange for magical items.
I will mention that to everyone that they are known to work for wizards or depending on that kind of stuff and the promise of a home and blah blah blah.
So is he working for Tristan or is he working for Siegfried?
My dear, that is a wonderful question.
Yeah, I would assume Tristan because I don't know if everyone did, but I believed Siegfried when he said that he's been gone for 5 years and didn't know any of this stuff had happened.
True.
Well, if we get to rid this place of an Oni, we need to figure out a way to draw it out. Maybe we should talk to Siegfried to come up with a plan.
Grix is gonna walk back out to the construct and just say, "Have you seen any things that look like an ogre here in the past 5 years?"
It shakes its head no.
Can you bring us to wherever most of the strange things have tend to happen?
Yeah, it starts moving down the hallway. Oh, and he just stretched.
Is that
It's a
you,
strange
Armstrong?
form of locomotion.
It's like an inchworm. And you see he stands and he points into the fireplace.
No, okay, she went in.
Does Pebble notice anything?
Do an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
look at
light the
Verlin.
fireplace first.
I'm gonna look at Verlin and just
Jeez.
kind of like, will you help me look around again?
Of course, and I will assist
gonna-
Grix.
I'm gonna investigate this corner over here.
I'm just waiting for something to slam down and she gets stuck in there.
Ooh, 26.
All right, give me a second here.
All I can picture right now is Hocus Pocus when the witches get locked in the oven at the school.
Pebble, roll a death saving throw.
I'm sure everything is fine.
They sound like famous last words.
Be careful in there.
You notice what looks kind of like a switch in the back.
She does pushes it, switches it.
And much to Caden's relief, the mansion burns to the ground. No. You know that a opening sort of kind of moves forward towards you a little bit, and then it kind of slides to the side, and then you can see that there is a what appears to be almost like a rope ladder that is going down.
There's stuff under here.
Hold on, before we do that, I'm gonna go up to Clatter. Can you take us where any magical items might be stored?
He nods, yes, that he can, but he also, at the same time, as soon as you say that, he does actually point down.
Are there any magical or valuable items left up here before we go down there?
He nods and then starts walking. And then actually, let me.
Aiden, I may have misjudged you, friend. Like the way you think.
Yeah, those two are walking up with the construct while me and Grix are investigating the room.
Yeah, yeah. And Pebbles in
Well,
the fucking
There
fire.
aren't any more things nearby, at least, right?
There were that he knew of, he wouldn't come in.
Don't you know you never split the party?
No one's splitting the party. I'm just following the construct.
I'm just double checking this because I have to move you to a different map, and I just need to make sure that everybody can see.
See, this is going to be difficult because if I want to go down that rope ladder, I need to put my sword out or try and carry it down the rope ladder in my mouth.
You can throw it and then I can catch it at the bottom.
I was gonna say you could jump down with it.
Don't know how far it goes.
So he points up to he well, he didn't point. He's going up the stairs. So if you want to go up and follow him,
There's
Yeah, I'll
stairs.
is everybody following him?
Just so you know, folks, they're going upstairs.
I'm going upstairs.
I mean, yeah,
All right.
Grix was like
Come along,
looking
boys.
around here.
Yeah, like I said, I was assisting Grix in investigating the room.
There is nothing of interest in the room, that room, but aside from the door to the bottom.
Grix kind of looks at Verlin and just. Is finding valuables that much more important than this right now?
Well, apparently, but we should go with them to hope they don't get themselves killed.
Grix is gonna walk up, or just kind of nod and start walking, and kind of like turn and someone should really say something about the priority. And he kind of like starts tapering off and he goes, you should really say something about their priorities and what we're here to do.
Maybe, but it's the curse of intelligence. Let the children play.
Look, magic items is magic items.
You're all standing on the stairs. That's like kind of how I had to put you there.
Yeah. We're here.
So before we do this investigation, why don't we take a quick break? I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Good.
Okey-doke.
Sounds good.
Sounds good indeed.
See, look who had the great idea of finding the magic items. Y'all can thank me later.
Coming from the guy who had the great idea to send himself to a shrinking place on the moon.
First off, it wasn't on the moon, okay? It was a pocket dimension. And I was doing it for you guys. You guys were all about the money, and the inscription said that it was the key to his inheritance.
I mean, that's a stretch at best. Not that I don't appreciate it, but that's a stretch.
Rowan has quickly formed the opinion that Pebble and Caden just effectively amount to shock troops of Heart 8. Of, we send them in, we let them do what they want, and we clean up the mess afterwards.
I mean, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, it's weird that when you consider the wizard and the blood hunter are the high intelligence classes, and we're just, this isn't a good idea. We're doing it anyway now.
Why? What's wrong with the idea? I don't understand.
I think it's
is
interesting just to
Verlin's
see the,
intelligence?
well, yeah, 'cause the new Blood Hunter is intelligence based, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. What was it originally?
It used to be strength and wisdom. Now it is dexterity and intelligence.
Oh, jeez. I should be doing things.
I mean, that's kind of why I have proficiencies in Arcana, History, and Investigation.
I was going to say, because I hate to break it to you, Verlin, but I think I'm better at intelligence checks than you are, unless you're proficient.
Well, checks. No one's really proficient in checks, but I have a +5 to my intelligence save.
Good. Yeah, that beats mine, but
I have a +8. My,
Alright, so
ooh, go ahead.
go ahead. No.
Oh no, I was gonna say, Rob, what's your worst stat?
Stat. Charisma, -1 at a total of 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so okay, I'm the same.
But when I've drunk the potency mutagen, that puts my strength and constitution both at 20s. And it only gets better. Yeah, I think so far the best thing that I've read about the Blood Hunter is, I think it's at level 9, but I can't remember the exact level, is that you get to add your intelligence modifier to your strength, dex, and constitution saving throws.
ooh,
Very
that's
nice.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do something that we did in the last campaign, which I thought was kind of fun. While I'm also doing putting this map that I wasn't anticipating using together.
You're
Goodness, what did I do?
Well, it's not so much that, it was just that there was I wasn't really sure where you guys were gonna go. I should have had this one prepared, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to use this one in particular, and then I just kind of, as I normally do, I end up like procrastinating on stuff, and then like I'm like, I'm not sure which one I want to use, and then just didn't do any of them.
I mean, we could come back to this another time, like next week or something, and then just skip ahead.
No, it's fine. What we're gonna do, as you guys are looking, because I mean the map that I'm putting together is not, it's not big or anything, so it's not like I have to put together something dramatic. And I mean I have the map. It's just doing the dynamic lighting. So we did this a few times, and I know Robin and Mike and Tara seem to enjoy it. So for the loot, I'm just gonna have you guys roll for it and see what we get, rather than just like having a.
Yeah, that's fun. Because then it's like nothing favors anyone in particular. It's all just kind of luck.
Hey, do you remember that time when we cast Knock, killed the paladin, and got like 8 copper for it? Good times.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Fuck you.
You're welcome.
That's what he gets for foiling my plan with vampires.
Wasn't that like the very next session?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was.
We went down into the whatever it was, the caves, and a undead beholder came up and fucking turned me to dust.
Hmm.
I mean, the other 2 survived, but you know.
And the entire time, all the paladin was saying was, "Run, guys,
Yeah,
let's leave,
run.
get out of here, let's go."
Over and over, just run, just run.
No one moved, and then he got disintegrated.
That sounds like a you problem.
Hmm.
Well, if it makes you feel better, they got their comeuppance in the end anyway. They
True.
God, I really have killed more player characters than Matt.
Yep.
Let's see if I keep it up this campaign.
I mean, how many people have I actually killed? I killed the paladin.
I mean, you kind of like half killed the paladin. That was kind of on me and
Yeah.
Terror as well.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
I think so. You guys have like changed characters, but that was of your own choice. I didn't kill them. All right, so let me get back to this because that map is done. So, what I'm going to do is, because there's a bunch of rooms in here, so I'm just going to open the doors so that you guys can just go in and as you please. And then once you get to one that you want to look at, we can decide what's in there.
I mean, we're probably gonna check them all. I'll start here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one room in particular that is a little bit different, but the rest of them would be.
I'll start here since this one looks different.
Well,
All right.
hello.
So, Caden, roll a D100. Oh wait, I messed that up. 68. And then roll a D12. All right. What you find in here is a fragile clay bottle, 4 leather flasks, a bundle of 20 arrows, and a pile of papers, one of which is titled Experiment 1, but is otherwise blank. So what you find as far, so 20 arrows, you find Alchemist's Fire, that's in the clay bottle,
Mm-hmm.
and it is 4 flasks of oil. So you can choose to take any of that. You probably don't want to take the arrows. None of you even use arrows, but
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the Alchemist's Fire and the paper to give to Verlin.
who would like to roll next?
May I?
Sure, I'll go for it. Oh, go ahead.
Was it 100 and a 12?
It's 100 and it should be 12. Yep, 112. You find 39 gold pieces.
Awesome.
All right. Same thing.
Actually, before the roll, this does appear to be Siegfried's room, and you find so this is outside of the roll. You find some very fine clothing made of expensive material. I'll just say you if you chose to, you could probably get about 100 gold pieces for the clothing that's in here if you wanted to take it.
Oh yeah, if it's ever worth that much, sure.
Yeah, so you can write 100 gold worth of fine or just fine clothing, and then you can roll.
All right.
Right. Well, that You did better on the clothes. You find 15 gold pieces.
Yay.
Pebble.
I guess Pebble will go next.
I can't wait for someone to roll 100 and a 12.
Let's see here.
It'll probably be like free copper, but I just want to see what it is.
That's when we get the potion of wish.
I don't know if this actually. I think holy crap, is this a thing that's actually in Roll20? Because I gotta check this because there's never like magical items are never in Roll20. I probably shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. Okay, so you find a set of eyeglasses with multiple focal lenses, giving the impression of a many-eyed insect. And because he can cast it, and he will cast it, I'm just gonna say that at some point, Grix is gonna cast. Why is the word?
Identify.
Thank you. Why I just like do this? It's in my brain. I just couldn't. It is. They are the eyes of minute seeing. So these crystal lenses fit over the eyes. While wearing them, you can see much better than normal out to a range of 1 foot. You have advantage on intelligence/investigation checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within range. That is in the compendium. Eyes of minute seeing.
Pebble will come out with her new fancy glasses and be like, Grix, look what I found.
He kind of nods and just, do they help?
I can see real good.
Yeah, like if you hold up your hand, you can like see the pores in your skin. It's just
She's just staring at everything now. She's just
He
gonna
just
slowly walk half speed up and down the hallway,
yeah, they're
seeing
like
everything.
almost like super bifocals. I imagine they probably be kind of difficult to like walk normally when you have them on.
She stumbles to Grix and stares at his face.
You see burn marks.
Whoops.
Am I doing the same? 112?
Yeah.
All right.
Verlin, look what I can see all things now.
Oh, that's very impressive. But I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Can you see where the Oni is?
She'll start wandering around.
All right. So you find, Grix, a green gemstone necklace fashioned to resemble an unusually friendly troll.
Okay.
I'm going to make you identify that one.
An unusually friendly troll.
An unusually friendly troll, yes.
What does a friendly troll look like?
Unusual, apparently, is what it looks like. All right, so there are technically 2 more rooms that you can search, so anybody can roll if you'd like.
Anyone want to go for it?
I'll assume I had a big room. I will pass.
I'll do one.
I'll throw out the second one, so go ahead. And here's the second one. Come on, big money. No.
Well, I mean, I don't think the numbers are actually. I think the higher it's the D12, the higher the D12, the better. I don't think that the D100 matters as much, but the D12, the higher on the G12, the better usually. So, Caden, you find a small mahogany chest containing a neatly stacked set of tiger's eye dragon chest pieces worth 160 gold pieces.
Nice.
And Verlin.
Yeah, I I do kind of enjoy this way of loot a bit better because it is actual random.
Yeah, it's kind of fun rather than me just like picking a thing for you guys to find. Because then sometimes someone will get cool stuff, and then someone else will get nothing, which is
Where are
kinda,
my
which kinda sucks.
diamonds?
Oh, you need diamonds, right?
Yeah, sorry, you said 160 gold pieces, right?
Yes. Dragon chess pieces. Tiger's eye dragon chess pieces are 160 gold. 20 and a 3. I think this actually happened to you before, Verlin, for your other character, but you find a tiara that is worth 29 gold pieces.
Awesome.
So I hope that he puts it on.
Do you know what? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be a pretty princess.
All right, so that is what you find in the upstairs bedrooms. Clatter looks like it is animated armor, and looking at him closely, he appears to be just that. Like it does not appear that his armor has ever been used in battle. He's kind of shiny.
Pebble is in awe.
So I will say, if you would like, as you guys were searching around, Grix, you could take another 10 minutes to cast Identify if you really want.
It will identify anything that needs identifying.
So it is just those two things: the glasses that Pebble found, and then you find the green happy troll. Is a Periapt of Wound Closure. Does require attunement. While you wear this pendant, you stabilize whenever you are dying at the start of your turn. In addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, double the number of hit points it restores. It is in the compendium too. So
Oh god, that's perfect for a buff.
Yeah, I was just gonna kind of look up to Verlin and just say, this might help you. I noticed that sometimes you may have to hurt yourself to do your stuff. And he just kind of shuts up and hands it to him.
you should trade in the tiara.
I'm going to take the tiara off my head and trade it with him.
No, he will refuse.
I'll put the tiara back on.
All right, so it's the
Periapt of Wound Closure.
Yep. So I don't even know what a Periapt is.
It's a necklace. That's close enough.
An item worn as a charm or amulet, according to Google. I've never used that word in my life. So that's all there is upstairs. If you all want to go back downstairs, Clatter would lead you down if you chose.
Might as well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've collected our pay, or at least part of it, I suppose it's time to keep moving.
Did you see my glasses?
Did not, dear.
She
They are
stares at
quite
him really close.
Rowan looks back closely with the one eye. They are quite fetching, my dear.
So I
Probably
will,
just
sorry, I will say there is one singular room that y'all have not gone in this mansion. If you would like to.
I mean, might as well before we go down.
Yeah.
Thoroughness and all that.
It is to the northwest.
I like how no one's even mentioning the fact that there's a human male with a flaming sword walking around with a tiara on his head.
There is a walking construct as well. So I mean, this is a weird place. Caden got sent to the moon and got killed by spiders.
I didn't die.
So he will come up and open up this door.
Clatter, as far as you know, anything dangerous in there?
He shakes his head no.
Pebble tilts her head. Are you also like Clatter?
So as you enter in here, you can see that this appears to be a workshop. So there are mechanical constructs, pieces of them sitting across the walls. You can see that there are cabinets with labels like bolts and iron bars all over the walls. There is one humanoid construct made of cogs and gears that's standing there in the back, near some sort of pieces of other ones that are deactivated. And you can see that this contract appears to be sort of cleaning the incomplete constructs.
Are you...
Hello?
Yes, hello, are you there?
It doesn't appear to notice you, just continues cleaning.
Hello?
Perhaps we should leave it, if it's not hostile.
Can I investigate it?
Yep.
So say, where are you?
I'm right here.
There.
So you would assume that this is where Siegfried has created the contracts, probably where he created Clatter. Though this one appears to be made of like cogs and everything, you notice that it doesn't appear to be moving like you would think something like this would work. So it looks kind of like it's clockwork, but none of the actual mechanics of it are moving. It seems to be just moving through other means.
Well, should we just leave it?
Yeah. Let it do its cleaning. Grix,
Yes.
do you want these fancy glasses? They kind of make me sick. Seeing
Yeah.
things up close is not that fun, actually.
If you don't want them, sure.
Here you go.
Would you prefer a tiara?
Okay.
I will take the tiara off and place it on her head.
All right. Grix, are you looking around the room as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking for everything that I could find.
All right. So you do find additional things. So you find 4 sets of Tinker's tools.
Okay.
I think you already have some, but you find a chunk of rock that's in a glass display that reads Moonstone.
Okay, so it was 4 sets of Tinker's tools, a Moonstone.
Moonstone, and you find the schematics on how to build your very own Clatter.
Okay.
Take the stone.
All right, so 4 of these. Moonstone and Clatter instructions. Right.
And that
I
is
will-
everything that you guys could. You've now gone into every room in this place,
Basement.
except wherever the rope ladder goes.
Let's go.
Hmm. With any luck, we'll get to the bottom of your illusory Oni.
I get it. Because we're going down, get to the bottom, right?
But see, someone here has a bit of wit.
While the humour is appreciated, we probably shouldn't underestimate a creature known for its ability to kill.
There's no worries. I have faith in you.
Oh, I'm going to have to put my sword out.
Hold
you
on.
put it on your back?
Before we go, why don't we take a few minutes to rest up?
No, I feel fine. A little bit queasy from the glasses.
Well, we can rest for a
I
couple
can
of
keep
minutes if we
going.
need. Let's allow Caden to take a breather. He did take a beating from those spiders. So before we head down into more possible danger, let's just take a moment.
I suppose I wouldn't mind either.
I did kind of explode on everybody. Again. Oh, by the way, Rowan, that just happens sometimes.
Well, dear, I assumed you wouldn't do it on purpose.
Okay. Everybody heals for 13 hit points.
Oh, and Pebble gets an extra D8.
Back to full.
Actually, the D8's not necessary. Don't roll it.
Yeah, I'm not even taking the short rest because it's not
Are we taking a short rest?
No, I think you just waited a minute.
Well, it's 10 minutes to cast that spell.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, can I also just start ritually casting detect magic for as we're going down here?
Yep.
All right. And Grix is gonna kind of look around to everyone and just Verlin first.
Then me.
Very well.
Okay.
I'll sheath my sword and the flames will go out.
And I'll look to Caden and Rowan and just say, "Do you mind if I go next, so I don't have to worry about watching behind us?"
Whatever you need, good sir.
Sure.
Line up to jump on or climb on down.
Right. So what's the order everybody's going?
Verlin, Pebble, Grix, then Caden and Rowan.
Sounds good.
All right. So you can't see the bottom. The rope ladder seems to be in pretty good condition. It doesn't take particularly long time to get down there. So
We come down from here, or yeah, okay, and then we'd be going.
yeah. So
up.
that's the fireplace basically
Okay.
that you're.
Oh, I'm gonna reignite my sword, so 1 second.
Grix is gonna kind of just have a look around since he has detect magic up, and he's gonna like scooch by the two in front of him and let me check the door before we just go opening it. And so now I have these glasses of minute seeing, so I have advantage on this, right?
Give me a second.
I mean, usually I just end up assisting you.
You would actually, because those do not require attunement for some reason.
So I have the eyes of minute seeing, which I will go ahead and use, and kind of just look at Verlin and put my hand up like, I got this.
So this appears to be a vault door.
So locked in.
Yeah, but it doesn't appear to be keys that you like a keyhole that you can see.
Okay.
Everybody go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Awesome
Okay.
of them.
That's only a little sketchy.
Oh my God, Pebble. Our best guy rolled a 1 and our
My
worst
God.
rolled a fucking 20.
I have rolled garbage tonight.
So all of you hear a voice that says, "Join me." And everyone except for Grix and Pebble are frightened.
But I want to join him.
Hey,
What does frighten do? I forget.
Disadvantage on all attack rolls, ability checks, while you can see the source of the fear, and you cannot willingly get closer to it.
so I'm assuming for right now they're treating the fear as whatever's on the other side of this door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we should be here. I think we should go back to Plan B and just burn this whole place down.
Oh, it's fine. He said
I-
join him. We should go this way.
Starting to agree with you, sir.
We would have to figure out the best way to open this door too. It's not like the other ones where we would use a key.
We can smash it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like the door, they're double doors. They don't appear to be like there's any lock mechanism. They just look like gigantic, heavy doors
Okay.
that do appear to open away from you, so you could like push the doors.
Yeah, so I'm stumped. Looks like we can't get the doors open. We should.
Grix
No.
is gonna,
We just
Job
have
done.
to push them hard.
and I'm gonna look at Pebble and say, wait. Give me a few minutes. I may have an idea.
Okay.
Fuck, never mind. I can't do it. Clairvoyance is not ritual. I was gonna try to look inside first. All right. Yeah. Never, so yeah, Grix will be like, oh, I can't do it today. Shit. Well, I guess pushing might work, and he's gonna kind of look at the other three like, come on.
I'm strong, but I mean, these doors are way taller than me.
Do we make another wisdom check?
Nope, you would just have disadvantage on a strength check if you wanted to.
No, I mean, isn't
But we can
fa-
go up.
I
We can
feel
approach
like,
the door.
A round by round thing.
I mean, we're not technically in combat, so there's not really any rounds.
Well, I'll attempt to push open the door if Grix moves. So,
Pebble will attempt to help.
okay, so I'll just roll straight.
Well, Pebble has a 0 strength. I don't know if she'll actually help. He.
Well, but I think. Oh, I guess we thought you were taking the assist action.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just say that you.
I just rolled to see what she would get.
So it's 21. We'll just take that. So the doors actually, because the DC to open these doors actually is not particularly high, but the doors actually do push open.
Because that's not creepy.
Hey,
Ooh.
I don't think this is a good idea.
All right. Is my detect magic going crazy?
Is this ever a good idea?
This is a very interesting idea.
I think we should leave. Why are we here?
I mean,
Yeah.
the detect magic. I mean, like the room, like nearly everything in it seems to be magical. So as you enter the room, everybody can go ahead and just roll initiative because
Yeah, we all knew what was coming.
Yeah. I mean,
So the best thing is, me and Pebble are gonna be stuck in here, and these three gotta fucking run away immediately.
We don't have to run. We
Oh
just
yeah,
can't
true.
approach.
Yeah, they can
True.
willingly move towards it.
Hey.
Hey, not bad.
Don't worry, guys. I got another nat 20 on my initiative.
Why is he gotta be next to me? Can't he like appear over here?
Run away.
I think these might be one of my favorite monsters in D&D.
I think he just went for the drop that would put as many people in the threatened range as possible.
Actually, that's just where you guys showed up.
Lies. Slander.
Pebble's going first.
Damn, I rolled a 14 and I still go last. That's actually kind of insane.
Well, first thing Pebble does.
Does it explode over everybody?
Please be good. Please be good.
You disrupt magic around you. Creatures within 30 feet of you that are concentrating on a spell must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or lose concentration on a spell. So nobody's doing that. So
Well, I mean, I have magic. I'll purposely let it get rid of my detect magic.
Then she will run over here and whack him twice.
I don't know, is the Oni focusing on any spells?
he is not.
Damn.
Ooh, nice.
Definitely both hit him.
Sweet. We can take him, she says.
Oh my god! Hold on just a second. I hate Roll20. It's such trash. When the spells on the character sheet actually aren't active.
Oh my god, I hate it.
Like, how do they screw that up? Some of them I don't need because they're not stuff I need to roll, like, damage or anything on. So
Pebble should have just tried having a nice conversation with this thing in giant.
all right. So you hit him both times, and he just sneers and laughs at you.
Pebble gets angrier.
And it is your turn, Caden.
Oh my god, big evil thing. I'm gonna back up and take that attack of opportunity like a man.
It's a 12.
A 12 does not hit. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians and Spirit Weapon.
Two spells.
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot. Because yeah, gotcha. Never mind. Spirit Guardians. Yeah, I forgot I can't cast that as a bonus action.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Matt does. I think you said you allow the Taldore manual that gives you spellcasting changes for feats, right?
Yeah, any of those.
I mean, I don't really need it because, like, once it's up, which I can just do it next turn. But yeah, so I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
All right.
And just hide here.
Rowan, it is your turn.
All right, boys. Looks like the cards are on the table. Use a spell slot to hex the Oni. Give it disadvantage on, let's say, strength checks, just to be safe. And then fire off a pair of Eldritch Blasts from where I am. Can't get closer.
Wouldn't they
Well,
be at disadvantage as well?
Yes, that is correct. Thank you. Let me draw all that again. Or, right. Just
See, that's the nice thing about clerics is everything is a save, so I can just make them make saves.
so an 11, I'm assuming, is a miss.
That's correct.
Okay. Second hit would be, if it's going to do it, and is also a miss. And that will be the end of turn.
All right, so Verlin, Pebble, and Grix, you can all make attacks of opportunity as it's going to back up.
It also needs to make a
Disadvantage.
wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
here we go. Boom!
Does a 16 hit?
16 just hits, yes.
Then
Yay!
I will brand it.
It also needs to save against 16 or take 12
wh-
damage.
Which it did at 18.
Okay. Then it takes half damage.
Right.
Oh wait, do I need to save against the fear, by the way? Or is that just on us?
Let me see what this one says. So now that you are seeing him, you are frightened for 1 minute.
Oh, this is inconvenient, because now I can't walk closer to him, right?
Correct.
Ow. Yeah.
So he backs up. You can see he raises his hand, and ice fills the space around it, and he puts it forward with a massive cone of cold. So everybody but Caden needs to
Can
make...
I counterspell? No, I already attacked. Never mind, I can't.
So everybody except for Caden needs to do a Constitution saving throw.
I'm probably dead.
Constitution. Oh, hold on. That was still at disadvantage. That would have been
How are you dead, Grit?
same thing.
I have 33 HP. This
I was saying-
average will
'cause
put me
he-
down.
I was gonna say he knows what cone of cold is. So let me double check this real quick.
On average, I will be unconscious in a minute.
Pebble, you saved. So you take 19 points of damage. Everybody else takes 38.
Bye
Oof.
bye.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
And then I'm gonna. Should I roll the d20 for the wild surge?
Pull that up again just to read it. Whenever you take damage, roll d20. Yep.
Okie
Oh
dokie.
my god, I see this flood of cold energy fly around. Is everyone okay?
Because I'm not coming in
Nope.
there.
I'm not going. Yeah. Fuck that.
So Pebble, plant life temporarily.
Oh, that's
can't read.
I have to. If the result of the roll is equal or less than half
Oh,
the
yeah.
damage I took.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in here where our healer can't come in. I'm pretty sure Grix might. I think he might be dead.
If only I had a way to see through walls.
Right? I mean, you could use it.
I know. That's
Verlin, it is your turn.
Do you have to see for healing word?
Yep.
you gotta
Okay.
see for any spell, I think. Minus ones that specifically say otherwise. I imagine.
You can't move closer.
Verlin, it's not too late. We can leave.
Yeah, but I can see Grick's gonna be dying on the floor, so I can't exactly run away either. Screw it. I'll use a Hemocraft die and pull out my crossbow. Hand crossbow. I'll take 12 damage. I'll take 2 shots at disadvantage with my hand crossbow instead. If it comes through.
Adjust his stats on this token.
Okay, I'm back.
So the first hand crossbow hits him.
What, for an 8?
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Forgot. It doesn't hit him.
Does a 14 hit?
It does not. It's 16. This is AC.
Well, I don't assume you'll let me use the bloody rise, but
That'd be moving closer, right?
yeah. That's all I can do.
Grix. You should have kept that necklace.
Yeah.
Pebble, it is your turn.
Why aren't any of you going to help him? And she's gonna attempt to pull him back.
Well, I hope you could pull. Let's see, 38 pounds.
I'm not even. I won't even make you roll for it. I mean, you can move him if you want. That's just.
Okay.
Well, I'm also carrying 57 pounds on me, so.
But still.
She'll attempt to move you right, like there or right there.
Oh god, what happened to Grix?
That's why you should be inside the room. Where are you going?
I'm not going in there. Do you see that thing?
To punch it then.
I'm not getting close to that. You punch it.
I can't on this turn because I dragged Grix back, but next turn.
You're literally the only person who can go towards him now. Caden, it is your turn.
I am. Oh fuck! What are the odds he goes for the killing blow?
I got him.
No, fuck. Fine. I'm just gonna cast Healing Word on Grix, and then I'm gonna use the Spyglass to spot the Oni and cast Hold the Dead.
So your healing word would give me what, 9?
Heals you at max, yeah, so 9.
Wisdom saving throw. He's a +4 to wisdom.
All right, now Matt, real quick. I don't have mage armor as a concentration spell, but I did still go down. So does that get canceled now?
Yes. And technically, if it's a concentration spell, we should have rolled when Pebble blew up.
No, it's not. No, mage armor is not
Oh, it's not.
concentration.
But yeah,
No.
you would. Yeah, but you.
I
would
think
lose
if you
it.
go unconscious, it's still, no matter what, it's still gone, right?
That's always been my
Okay.
understanding of him.
Just making sure.
He is He has taken damage, so, and he failed on his wisdom save for Toll the Dead. Right. And you can move further away if you'd like, but that's your movement.
Nah, I'm fine here.
All right, Rowan, it is your turn.
Okay.
Got this
I
nice
hate to
juicy
burn
ball.
this way, but it is the best chance we have. Rowan going to look at the Oni and cast Hypnotic Pattern. Centered someplace that won't hit us, just like, over here or whatever.
Wow.
So it has to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, he has a +4 to his wisdom saving throws, and he's failed 2 of them in a row now. Rolled an 11.
So he is incapacitated and his speed is 0 until someone hits him.
For up to a minute. So at least long enough for you guys not to be scared anymore.
Yep, you're gonna just sit around and wait.
Yeah, just make sure to tell Pebble to not hit him for 1 minute exactly.
Yes,
I mean-
please.
I don't know. She's raging.
And Rowan's gonna hold his ground and say, I can't keep this up forever, guys. And that'll be the turn.
Can
It's Aoni's turn, but he can't do anything, so.
Does he make a saving throw after his
No.
turn? No?
Never.
Damn.
Until he
Right.
gets hit,
It's
he
the same
auto
thing as
succeeds.
it's the same thing as the frightened. It's just for a minute.
He
Damn.
auto breaks out if he takes damage, if someone goes over and shakes him, or if I lose concentration. But otherwise, he's just stuck for a minute.
I can't move closer, and I'm not going to do anything.
who has healing potions? I know we have at least like 1 or 2, right? Maybe not.
I thought you did, but I guess maybe you don't. Grix, it's your turn.
I feel like we
Yeah.
did at this point, but I didn't mark them on my sheet. I don't know if somebody has them on theirs. Was it one of the people that left the party?
Grix is going to
Possible.
go ahead and move over this way. And I'm going to point over towards Pebble and pull out some licorice and give her haste.
Mhm.
Hoo-hoo-hoo. She's excited.
And then
I'll give
I
it to her.
am going to just end my turn there, watching him in case he casts a spell, because I will try to be ready for it. And that's my
Okay.
turn.
So it's Pebble's turn. So this would be the start of the 3rd turn for your frightened ability. So your frightened, the frightened. I don't know. It's not really a spell, but so
Okay.
it's going to be 10 rounds, and it'll be he's now. So he's got 10 rounds of being.
I mean, if nothing's
you guys-
going on, we could just like
We-
skip ahead, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah, I mean,
question
I was
is,
gonna-
would any of us know that that's how long it takes the Frightened to run out?
No.
Probably not.
So I
And
imagine.
would any of us really be able to stop Pebble from going up and attacking right now?
Pebble is too excited. You have hasted her.
Oh God, why did you haste her?
Like he just said, we have no idea how long the fear lasts. Grix is just trying to do everything he can. He just got killed almost.
Grix
Yeah.
isn't weird.
And I would say that too. If you die and are resurrected, or you're unconscious and you're brought back, the fear effect would wear off. Unfortunately, already not feared to begin with, so it didn't save anything.
Mhm.
Your situation has not changed. But Pebble, it is your turn.
Yeah, she's going to run over and whack him 3 times.
Hey, you know what? I gave up a turn to steal his turn. I think that's a fair trade.
All right, so the first one misses.
Yep.
The second and third hit him.
And that is what she's going to do. She's going to stay right there.
And don't forget your other bonuses with like AC and stuff.
Yeah, can you
Kaden.
tell?
I am going to use some of my spirit weapon to have it attack him, and then I'm also going to cast Toll the Dead.
Do you have the spiritual weapon that you can pull out on the?
Yeah, hold it out.
You know, Rob, I've been waiting this whole time to haste the Blood Hunter, and you can't even move near this thing.
Dude, I'm trying.
I'm gonna. What? I'm gonna move or put something to represent where my guy is. I'm just moving in so I have vision. But I'll roll the spirit weapon attack.
Is this still a disadvantage? I don't know how it works, but being able to see him, but
Yeah,
not really
it's
being able to
still-
see him.
Oh yeah, that's a good point because you can't see him, so you
no,
technically.
well, I do see him. Like
Oh, then yeah, you would still.
My understanding is that the point of the magic item is to ignore line of sight restraints.
Well, you still rolled high.
However,
Anyway.
I do have disadvantage from the fear on the spiritual weapon attack, I believe, right? Or does the weapon attack?
Still, you making it attack, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, so
But I think you still
Yeah.
hit anyway.
Yeah, even if it's a disadvantage, you hit him. So
right, and then let me know if Toll the Dead hits.
the 19.
Okay, he passes. So he takes no damage.
Rowan, it is your turn.
Hold on, my character sheet's bugging out a little bit. There we go. Okay. So gonna go ahead and drop that concentration. I'm still technically holding on nothing. See, well, that was the best I got. Can't do that much more. Good luck. Throw out another pair of Eldritch Blasts at disadvantage. Oh, come on. There we
Sorry, I'm just trying to mark the order here.
go. First one hits
It does indeed.
for 6 force damage and 3 necrotic. The second one misses.
All right.
And then movement.
Not to be that guy, but I don't think you have Hex up anymore.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because I got hit that. Well, how much damage did we take? 30 something?
No, because you did concentration on Hypnotic Pattern.
Oh yes, thank you. You are right.
Yeah, so +3.
Okay, so just the and then I will use my movement to step away to there.
It is the Oni's turn. And having been stupid, he's rather angry, and you hear him yell out in some sort of like strange guttural sound.
If it's giant,
think-
Pebble can understand.
It's
I think I can still understand too. Comprehend languages is concentration.
regardless,
Yep.
it doesn't really matter what he's saying. You quickly realize what he's doing, which is that he's summoning a phase spider.
Ooh. Oh dear.
Oh joy.
And then he is going to swing at Pebble with a giant glaive.
All right, can I use? Oh, never mind. Go ahead. You got to it first.
Oh, I'm only going to reduce the attack by 1. It's alright.
What's your AC?
It's 18.
With the +2.
Yep.
So he swings at you twice. The first one is a critical hit, so I'm
Ouch.
assuming that Caden will negate that,
I assume yes.
which have to make sure that he does it, marks it. The second one actually misses because you're small and fast because you're hasted. You still take 15 points of slashing damage.
Is that halved already?
It is not, so you would take 7.
Okay.
You would have taken a whole lot more if that crit went through.
Yay!
And that is his turn, so Verlin, it is your turn. Oh, I need to put the phase spider in the turn order.
So I can't move closer to him, correct?
You can, yeah, you can move towards the phase spider, and because it's still somewhat away from the Oni.
Yeah, you just can't get closer to the Oni on purpose.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I can accept that. Considering the amount of blood I've lost and the blood spattered about this room, I will pool it all beneath me, start to levitate, and slam down over here. Level 7 necrotic. And because, haha, I don't have disadvantage, screw you, spider.
Nope.
You still do.
No, I only have disadvantage on him, don't I?
No, it's if
Oh,
you
as
can
long
see
as you
him,
can
all
see him.
attacks.
If he's in your line of sight, which he is.
It's on all attacks, not just the ones on him.
There, I'll still take it.
14, maybe?
A 14 hits.
Oh my god, that
For
damage on.
31, and the second attack is 29 damage.
Yeah, it's dead.
Dude,
This phase spider literally like poofed into existence just to immediately be ended.
Dude, if I can get next to something, I can hurt it.
Yeah, he
I've
you
noticed.
you almost killed him with the first strike alone. He only had 32 hit points. It is Grix's turn.
Alright. Grix is gonna start circling his hands around in the air in front of him, building up a ball of electrical energy, and shoot his arm out and point at the Oni and shoot a lightning bolt. And I'm going to... well, real quick before I forget, I'm going to make him roll a 10 on this save.
Hot damn.
A second, I gotta do something real quick on the character sheet because screwed up.
That's some lovely damage.
That's actually a lot of damage for lightning bolt.
That's what I mean, hot damn. That's a lot of damage.
There's only one roll that's under average.
You're actually, I think you're only 5 points above average damage.
I'll take it.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's still very good.
All right. Any movement?
Can I? Is this like a sarcophagus?
Looks like a chest of some kind, actually.
Alright. I'm just gonna go, right there and just lay on the ground, hoping he doesn't notice me.
I'm back. Wow, that phase spider came back.
It did, and also you marked down you negated a crit on Pebble.
Yeah, you
Okay.
saved me.
I don't know. I couldn't see Pebble. Could I?
With the lens, you can, because you're looking at him, right?
Yeah, but I guess.
Think technically.
Oh wait,
that-
yeah, no, because I can. I'm canceling his crit. I'm not targeting Pebble. I'm targeting him. I got you.
Also, you are in the room, so you can still.
In the room. I'm.
He's
that
not in the room.
pink
He's in that
square.
pink square.
Yeah, he's
right
next to you.
Oh,
Yeah, he just
oh,
moved
then
up
why
there
are you
so
up
that
in
he
the
could
corner?
just so that he could
That's just
see.
so I could see what's going
Oh,
on.
okay.
Yeah, and did you guys get to my turn yet or no?
It's Pebble's
Nope.
turn. You're after her.
Yeah.
The fucking spider came back.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Verlin destroyed it.
Scroll up in your chat and look what Verlin did to it.
I mean, I knew something was gonna happen with it. It's like, yeah, it doesn't just leave permanently.
The Oni called for it, and then it died instantly. So
Pebble will slash at the Oni 1, 2, 3 times. Terribly.
last
Recklessly.
one hits.
Never announced it, so.
I always reckless. Best way to fight.
All right. Any movement?
Nope.
Caden, it is your turn.
Same shit, different day. Toll the Dead, and I'll swing with the spirit weapon.
I'll keep a running tally of how many rounds we've had.
Yeah, because Pebbles the start of the round.
Does a 15 hit the Oni?
It is not.
Okay. Damn. And then let me know if it makes its throw.
He does. 21.
Okay.
He's actually he should be good at wisdom saves. So
Yeah, I mean, that's also why I have Sacred Flame, though. See how dexterous this bitch is. Anyway,
See, now
I'm done.
Sacred Flame is like even with like that or like Firebolt. Would you be able to cast that without being able to? Because doesn't that like actually send a projectile?
I don't think so.
Sacred Flame's a dex save, so
No, but what I'm saying is
Well, but
like
I think Sacred Flame like summons flames around
on
them.
it, not shooting
No.
at it. Okay.
yeah, because if it was shooting at it, I think it would be an attack roll like Firebolt.
Oh,
right?
yeah, true. I never thought of that.
Rowan,
right.
it is your turn.
I can't see the Oni. Does that mean I can step forward, or do I have to stay here?
I mean, it depends on how you want to word it, because the idea of frightened is that you can't willingly move towards it, and you know where it is.
And I know it's in the room. That's a good point. That's fair. In that case, I am going to just ready an action that if it moves into my line of sight, I'm going to fire off an Eldritch Blast at it. But that's me.
It is the Oni's turn.
Ooh.
Let's see. Verlin, make a wisdom save.
My favorite.
You succeed. And it sort of made a gesture towards Verlin, and it doesn't seem to take effect. So he kind of makes an angry grunt, and then he just like takes his other hand and swipes at your face, Pebble, with his claws.
I'll use my second and last blood curse. I attempt to reduce the first attack.
Well, he's basically only doing the one attack, so
I'm reducing it by 12.
okay, so it misses.
Yay.
Do you take damage from every Hemocraft die?
No, so certain blood curses like this one, if I'm doing it for one, it's fine. But if I amplify, I take one Hemocraft dies worth of damage, and I can keep rolling that for every attack.
Oh, gotcha.
So it is your turn.
Oh shit, I've been forgetting to do something. Never mind. I will raise my hand crossbow again and attack at disadvantage again because I just need to be within 10 feet of it. Nope.
Nope. Grix, it's your turn.
I will get up on my knees, probably actually stand up, poke my head over the chest, and I'm going to go ahead and cast a Mind Spike at the creature at level 2. Wisdom save, and it is 16 damage if he misses and half if he succeeds.
Guessing your wisdom phase. 17.
Okay. Well, he'll take 8 points then, and Grix will kind of just not like get all the way back down, but just have enough so his eyes can see over and he can keep an eye on the Oni.
Start of another round. Pebble, you were up.
Pebble will be like, this time I'll hit you for sure. And she will this time recklessly attack. Not really needed this time. Woo.
All right. They all hit him, so 7 points.
And she's staying where she is.
And as you're attacking him, he sort of smiles and says, "You look tasty." Because you look like a child.
Yep.
Caden, it is your turn.
Nice roll with disadvantage.
Yeah. So, yeah. Dex save on him for 9 damage.
Saves on the dex. 22.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, and then 17 to hit for 12 damage.
Yep, that hits. And it is Rowan's turn.
Well, still can't see it. Still can't get closer. So let's do targeting myself. I have 7 hit points.
Eldritch Blast.
And I'll just continue to hold action on Eldritch Blast.
All right. So he ignores Pebble for a moment, reaches out, casts a spell at Grix.
I will try to counterspell it. So that means if it's 3rd level or lower, I just do it. If it's 4th level or higher, I gotta roll.
I actually don't know what this is because this is an innate ability of his.
Oh, and then I don't think I could even cancel it. Right?
He has innate spellcasting, requiring no material components.
Then that is your call. I don't know if.
Well, but I
innate
mean,
would-
he's the innate spell casting. He's still casting a spell, no?
Oh.
Yeah, you still would have to do like verbal and somatic if they have them.
So it is a 1st level spell, so it's gone.
Okay. I am out of all my big spells.
Verlin, it is your turn.
I shall continue to shoot wildly with a hand crossbow because fuck this Oni.
In case you're wondering, he was casting sleep on you, which you would have absolutely fallen asleep.
Oh, Yeah, I think he could have rolled a 1 on every single one aside from one of them, and I would have.
Yeah, I don't hit.
I believe I missed the wisdom save that mattered most.
I can't believe Pebble made it. She rolled perfect, and you rolled awful.
Yeah.
All right, it is my turn. Okay, now I will point a finger at him once again, and magic missiles will come out. I'm going to do it at second level, so it's going to be 4d4 plus 4. Oh, wow!
Nice.
For 20 points of damage.
We should have Mike just reload into the game.
Yeah, that's some nice fours there.
Holy shit! And I will continue to just kind of keep peeking my head out from behind the chest.
All right. I don't know if she's
Round
back yet, but
6.
it is Pebble's turn.
Just 4 more rounds after this, and we can move.
That would be very nice. I made a terrible decision moving back into this hallway.
Dude, if I can just get next to him.
Well,
I was
to
like-
be fair, I mean, like honestly, if it wasn't for the fear spell, you guys probably would have torn him apart by now. So
Mm.
it's not even a fear spell. It's just
I mean, look at what Rob did to the fucking spider. If he had done that to this thing,
Well, I only did that because I'm below 60% health, so I could add the first blood modifier.
oh yeah, true.
If I lose 10 more health, I can then activate the burning blood and have a 10-foot reach of necrotic and fire damage.
Just start stabbing yourself.
I can help with that. I can see you.
I prefer to
Eldritch
hurt
Blast.
myself, thank you very much.
I could have just moved up right here and done a lightning bolt instead.
That would have been a big ouch.
Yeah, I'm not resistant like Gecko.
I think the people that live in my neighborhood and like the surrounding ones are going nuts from quarantine because I've heard every single night, like the past 2 weeks, I've heard fireworks.
Mm.
well, there's gonna be a whole crap ton of them next week too, 4th of July. So
That's usually one of my favorite holidays to go out on too, but I ain't going anywhere.
Oh, Pebble's just in range. Well, Griggs as well, but
it is your turn, Pebble.
Sweet.
if like
She
Pebble took
will-
one step down, I could start hurting him.
Yeah, you can tell Pebble on your next turn or whenever. But for now, she will attack 3 times, still recklessly. Her reckless
And
attacks are
only
not
hit
useful.
once. It only hit once for 7 damage.
I don't remember who said it earlier, but whoever was complaining about bad rolls don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
All right, Caden, it is your turn.
Oh, it's not the actual crit though. Shit.
Yeah, so
Mm.
the first it's an 8 damage on just the first roll.
And Sacred Flame. No damage.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, peace, we're getting them.
Well, for those of you who know, they also regain hit points at the start of every round.
Mm-hmm.
So that also is not working in your favor. All right, Rowan, it is your turn.
At this point, there's nothing I can really do from here, so I'm just going to continue to hold action.
All right.
Unless you let me suggest myself to go into the room.
Well, you can't get closer to him, but if you move horizontally, you're not getting closer.
Well, it depends. If he's 25 feet away now, I mean, that's weird though.
It is weird. I'm not going to cheese it, even though it's very tempting to just not be a
Fair enough.
spectator.
All right. So he has his glaive in hand, and with advantage, is it going to attack Pebble twice?
Yep.
And he hits you twice with a
Makes
26 and
sense.
25. So I'm going to do halved. So you take 16 points of damage, and that's halved damage.
Ooh. And then I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if I get less than 8 or less. Okay, so whatever 16 does happens.
Please don't let me be within. Okay.
Your eyes can pierce through illusions. You gain true sight to a range of 60 feet.
That's not that useful.
Not at the moment, it is not. But it's a cool thing to have.
Yep.
Verlin, it is your turn.
I am going to tell Pebble to move down and Grix leave the room. And I'm going to hold an action.
Grix, it is your turn.
All right, Grix ain't gonna leave, but he'll move down 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll move back into this corner,
That's actually good enough.
and I highly doubt I'm going to get another perfect roll on damage for magic missile. So I'm gonna do my last second level spell, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mind Spike on this thing again for 12. If it fails.
Natural 20.
Nope. Points of damage. Should have done the magic missile.
Guaranteed hit.
Yeah. Your turn. Pebble.
Pebble will move down, and because Reckless is not doing anything for her, she's just gonna straight up whack him 3 times.
This is the starting of the round. I don't know if...
Yep, I got it.
Also, because Pebble moved, my held action kicks in. I'm going to expunge the blood.
Ooh.
Yeah, the DC 14 was before we changed it to my intelligence modifier. I've just failed to update the info.
So it's a DC 16 saving.
Correct, yes, it's
Dex?
a DC 16 dex. It takes
Which he failed.
half. Oh, so
He
it takes
failed.
14 necrotic damage then.
And then let me do the 19 from Pebble. So actually, those two combined take down the Oni.
Thank God. Guys aren't
Sweet.
scared anymore.
Yay!
Yay!
So, does Grix need to make a constitution save? Because I've just splattered this room in a 20-foot sphere full of visceral blood.
You know what? After almost dying, I'm gonna say he's okay with being covered in blood. He just got unconscious from one spell, and he is okay with being bloody right now. It's warm.
He was damaged enough that had he, and it was his turn next, he would have he was going to escape, use gaseous form, and disappear through the cracks in the walls, but died instead.
I had to do counterspell before, because if he hit me with a spell, I would have gone down again.
Well, you wouldn't have. You actually, because he actually was just hitting you with sleep, so you were just falling asleep.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah. Well,
It would have been even worse because then we couldn't stand you back up.
all right. Grix will kind of stand up, and
See? There was nothing to be scared of.
Whew.
and
You all
he's-
certainly did a number on that thing.
Nothing to be scared of. He almost killed 3 of you in one shot.
To be fair, I generally do more damage to myself.
Grix is
I take it
gonna.
the splatter is from you.
If you're talking about in that corner, yes. I hit him with the
I
blood.
meant everywhere.
Well, yes.
Grix is going to be crawling around the room, investigating everything.
I want to try to get more poison from this spider.
Rowan's gonna check out the altar.
Caden, would you want to give me assistance while I take stuff off the spider?
Sure.
Do a survival.
Yeah.
For that.
No. Only a 13.
Nope, you're not able to get anything from this one.
Shit.
You mashed it too good.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably close to 40 points of damage in 2 swings.
Alrighty, so this the altar actually appears to be more of a it has like it's like a lid, so this is almost like a big metal chest basically. So we'll just go ahead and do some more rolling. So I will say do 3 rolls on the loot table, so 100 and then a 12.
Do one.
Sure.
Guess Pebble will do one.
I think you got the best item last time. Oh my god!
Well, I mean,
Hopefully
the
that's good.
99 doesn't really make
Oh,
much
true,
of a
yeah.
difference.
Hold on a second. Let me see, because it gave me a thing, but then didn't specifically say. So let me do this. Let's see. Grix, roll another d20. You find a spell scroll for magic weapon.
All right.
Because it just said you find a 2nd level spell scroll. It didn't say which one, so I had to have you roll to see which one you got.
So what did we get?
Magic weapon spell scroll for me so far.
Also, Caden, of those spells that I gave you the last time, the Phantasmal Force and the Skills of Celeborn,
Yeah.
I need to. If you want, you can come up with one, but we need to change the name of Phantasmal Force because I realized that that's actually a different spell that actually exists. It's not that one.
Oh, it's the one where the
I thought-
hallucinations could hurt you.
Yeah, so we just need to come up with a different name for it because it's not the actual Phantasmal Force spell. So it doesn't matter what we call it. You can,
Weight of conviction. I
there you
don't know.
go. You can change it to whatever you want. Here, I'll change it on the thing. I don't know if you have it on your.
Weird question, could I attempt to remove the eyes from an owner?
You guys, you can do another survival check, I guess.
God damn it.
All right, so Rowan's roll. Let me pull this one up.
I know it's weird keep taking eyes, but I do have a specific purpose for them.
Hey, we don't need to know your
Sure
personal
you
thing.
do.
Don't you worry.
Rowan,
No one's judging.
you find 57 gold pieces.
Hey,
And Pebble,
more gold.
It's funny when you
I'll
were
take.
oh my god, Pebble's going to lose her mind.
Ooh.
You find embroidered house slippers with a silken spider's web pattern sewn into them. They are slippers of spider climbing.
She looks at Grix and is like, I got slippers. Are these slippers magic or are they just slippers?
I'll look at her and say, let's see if you glow next to them real quick.
Okay.
And then when she starts glowing, I'll just put my hand out and like, I can tell you what they do.
Okay.
And I'll ritually cast identify, and I'll look at her, and he'll have a huge smile on his face. And he's just gonna, you should wear these for a while, and you'll know what they do once you're more used to them.
She tilts her head but puts them on.
You do have to attune to them, and if you'd like, you can just for flavor make them boots of spider climbing if you don't want to run
Aw.
around in house slippers.
But Pebble running around in house slippers sounds adorable.
Slippers
As a barbarian,
and
it
a
just gets a
tiara.
little bit goofy.
And a tiara.
House slippers and tiara, the barbarian running around. I mean, if you want them to be slippers, you can absolutely make them slippers. It's up to you. But I will let anybody take any item and make them look however you want them to look, because most of the descriptions, as far as I'm concerned, are kind of goofy. So that is all that you find in here. There are two separate pathways off to the sides of these rooms, but I'm not going to have you go down those tunnels because there's really nothing there. So
Grix is gonna kind of just look around at everyone and just say, well, I guess we could be heading back up that ladder.
Yeah, how are we collecting our reward?
We do not know, but I believe that we should take up Siegfried on his offer instead of Tristan's.
Are you so sure about that?
So Tristan was going to give you all 300 gold pieces each, and Siegfried was allowing you to keep all the stuff that you found.
I mean, my understanding was that he was planning on disappearing anyway, since his nephew was so eager for it to happen.
I like the slippers.
You could ask him what he plans to do, but he's still up there.
If we're forced to choose between the two, he doesn't know what we found. I doubt he's even been in here with all the dangers.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
Where does the silver key go?
That's a very good question.
I have an idea.
You don't sound that great, Grix. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. But I believe that can Grix, he's gonna like reach out for the key and just to like look at it wherever you're holding it. Do I
Yep.
see any sort of magical anything on it, Matt?
Nope.
No. He's still gonna look at it and just gonna. I was thinking it might be if we try to go out the door, the main entrance to the house using that key, it might send us back to the same way we got here.
Oh. Wonder if Clatter knows. Then he can confirm.
We should go to let Siegfried know as well that everything should be good.
Great.
All right, I'll move you guys back up to the. I wish there was a way to like automatically have the tokens like transfer to the rather than having to put separate tokens on every separate map. That's
Mm-hmm.
if they would just stay and you could just move them.
He's in his tiny hut, so I'm assuming we can't see him.
I can't go that way. Oh, there it is. There's the door.
Grix will explain to everyone how he's protecting himself and just say we're gonna have to wait for him to notice us.
Yeah, and as you guys approach, he does drop it and sort of looks at you expectantly, like, "Well, did you find what you were looking for?"
Well, yes. There was an Oni living in your underneath your fireplace.
Huh.
Plus a
I-
mimic in one of the storage rooms. And well, we did still clear out those phase spiders too. Quite the menagerie you've had, really.
I think it was working for your nephew.
Would not surprise me. What was it that he offered you?
Well, it was a cup that did the offering, but 300 gold pieces each.
He sort of like kind of sighs a little bit, and then he kind of makes a little motion towards Clatter, and then Clatter just starts walking off. I'm gonna open that door that he just walked through.
Grix is gonna look at him and just say, "How much of that of clatter is magic compared to machinery?"
It's mostly machinery. Has a core of magical power to keep it going. And if you guys don't have anything like in particular, in a few moments, Clatter comes back.
I'm just washing myself off.
Yeah. Clatter has a big bag of, or it's more like a little chest that he hands to Pebble. Seeing as how you did what my nephew asked, you have earned payment. I would just prefer that I'm the one who paid you rather than him. I have plans to deal with him myself.
Good luck. He seems really strange.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Payout's a payout. Suppose we can't complain.
I do have one more question for you. Where are we right now? We got here magically, without really knowing where we were going.
We drank a cup that had a mouth on it.
Tristan likes to think he's clever. We are actually still within the city-state of Rivengard. We're just north of the city.
And Pebble, why don't you ask him about the last key?
Oh, yeah. She comes closer and shows him the silver key, and she says, Tristan said that this key opens something, but he doesn't know what.
Well, if his enchantments are as bad as they often were when he was a student, I'd imagine that if you use that on the front door, that might teleport you back to where you came from.
Brix, you were right.
Grix kind of nods and yeah, I did know him a bit at school. It seems like something he would do.
Well, I hope you weren't good friends. I do plan on making him suffer for this.
Just acquaintances, and he not many liked him. He used to use you as a way to brag about being better.
Yes, well, my Rotha didn't do a very good job raising him, unfortunately.
Well, in any case, you seem justified in whatever repercussions you choose to take. That said, if there's any other way we can be of service to you in the future, be sure to let us know.
I will certainly do that.
We're from Fortuna's favor.
Can't say I've heard of you, though I've been gone for a while.
We're just starting to rebuild, but we're based out of Rivengard.
Well, if I stick around, maybe I'll look you up.
Rix will nod and kind of look around to everyone and just, can we go home?
Yep, I can do the last key. It was nice to meet you, Clatter.
It just nods at you.
And yeah, she'll go where the key goes. That's right there.
Oh, pleasure, Siegfried.
Well, I do appreciate your help. I hope you enjoy whatever it is that you found around here.
We intend to.
Thank you for the lens. It proved to be very useful.
Well, use it in good health.
And since we don't know how it's going to work, and whether everyone has to use the key separately, Grix is going to hold on to the back of if Pebble has a hood or anything, just to have some sort of contact.
Actually, as she opens up the door, you can see Hemswick Hall, the place that you left from. So you
Okay.
basically just have to walk through the door. Which I wish there was a cool transition that I could do for that, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to move y'all back to the map, and you're all scattered around.
When we do get back, Grix is going to look right at Rowan.
Mhm.
And since you seemed to enjoy him last time, Grix is going to look at you and say, "You may want to go and let Nix know what happened, what we did. Even though it wasn't guild business, still would be best that he knows."
Oh, of course, no under the table dealings.
I love how he's currently tiny.
I know, because he's a new token because of the last one was I had to replace it, so I gotta adjust.
I'm trying to find me stuff.
Here, I'll give you a friend.
There we are.
Technically, the owl should be bigger than that too, because the owls are
Yeah.
pretty big birds.
My own picture that I had for him, but I don't really use him enough to have the token, really. I should start using them more, but
Sound like Barnabas. Screw that owl.
Astrid used her owl a lot.
Actually,
Is there a particular reason you wouldn't want to go speak with him yourself?
he is he's very boring. I don't like talking about numbers and logistics. He seems to, and you seem to be more personable than I am.
Well, my new friend, that's the secret. And Rowan will bend down a little bit, just whisper, Owen likes talking about. And then we'll go to report.
All right, so everybody can obviously, if you haven't, you can add your 300 gold. Since you guys didn't technically broker this through the guild, Nix is not particularly. He's like, well, he's glad that you're all alive, but he doesn't really care because he doesn't have any paperwork to do for it.
He'd be bored if he died.
Yeah, he doesn't really. He's not a very empathetic man.
Well, because of what Grix found underneath the desk, he's going to walk around to everyone in the house and just hand everyone 6 gold pieces and just this is from what I found in one of the rooms, and just hand it and continue repeating to everyone.
Thanks.
Much appreciated.
So you guys should have a fair amount of money. So for all intents and purposes, we're done. So we're just gonna do some house cleaning.